Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar, continuous. Denise notices Doc's attraction to Bailey and the romantic spark they have between them. Denise, do you see what I see? Jackson, haven't seen him smile like that in a while. Maybe he'll stick around. Denise or history repeats itself. Doc plucks his guitar and begins another song that changes the pace up a bit. Doc, thank you for embracing this new sound I'm introducing to you. The supportive crowd hollers back. Fan.
We love you.
Love you too. You know, my label doesn't think I should abruptly swerve in this direction. Ruth shoots Doc a look, and Doc catches the message from stage. Doc. Oh, I can't talk about that. We've got PR here tonight, everyone. Give it up for Ruth, my PR manager. The tipsy crowd complies with embarrassing applause that Ruth tolerates. Dosie, I'd like to introduce you to a wonderful singer-songwriter. Some of you might already know her. She's the sister to Nia, owner of this wonderful establishment. Thank you, Pleasance Bar and Coffee, for having me. Miss Bailey Pleasance is my band tonight. The crowd cheers and Bailey, now comfortable, takes in the moment. Doc gives her an encouraging look. Doc, she has a song to sing for you. Bailey, shocked, glances back at Doc. Ruth's expression shows she's calculating the pros and cons of whatever stunt Doc is about to pull. She's on the edge of her seat, ready to jump in. Doc, in all honesty, Bailey ought to be the headliner tonight. She's been serenading y'all every Wednesday, and here I am, sauntering in from a life on the road, taking her spot in her own hometown. That ain't right, is it? She's a stellar talent, and y'all better believe you'll be hearing a lot more from her real soon. To Bailey and audience. Why don't you give them a taste of what I mean, Bailey? Crowd cheers.
I don't really have anything finished.
Sing one of your Wednesday songs.
It's not the right audience. Audio feedback. She moves the mic back away from the speaker. Nia sees signs of Bailey struggling as she pours Ruth a drink.
She your sister?
Yeah, she's never had this big of an audience, and it's usually friends, the usual faces. Ruth mouths the words, "Move on," to Doc.
Come on. Bailey focuses in on Doc's eyes. The scene around them blurs and the sounds fade to relaxing sounds of the Riverwalk. She strums. Her surroundings transition into a moody darkness like Old City at night. Hints of walking down a cobblestone street past old brick houses with shutter windows. Her voice pierces the air in a cappella. She strums again and belts with more force behind her voice.
We've got history. Why is our story such a mystery? Don't act like you don't know me. We built this house together. The animation follows the lyrics like ballet. The animation surrounds her like the environments feature in Vision Pro, at times breaking into interpretive scenes of a couple's lifetime and their relationship's rocky moments. The Sound, a genre-crossing song mixing Afrofuturism and country, folk, jazz, opera, hip-hop, rock, and pop. Bailey sings. Today we put on a brave face and mask what's really going on. A fool flooded in April showers, waiting on a maybe, camped outside my own house. Sings. We've got history. Why is our story such a mystery? Don't act like you don't know me. Sings. We built this house together and call it home. Sings. This fragile nest we cultivated, now divided and misplaced. Sings. We've got history. Why is our story such a mystery? Don't act like you don't know me. The animation gives way to live action, revealing the audience in awe. Bailey commands the crowd as she sings this Afro-futurist country ballad. This fragile nest we cultivated, now divided and misplaced. We've got history. Nia watches Bailey with pride. Ruth records the performance on her phone. On phone, a vertical video framing Bailey in her element on stage.
Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar, backstage, night. Doc, Bailey, Ruth, Nia, and staff celebrate. Doc and Bailey laugh in an intimate nook backstage, his arm at her back. Their proximity, magnetic, draws them closer.
That was crazy, but I've got the bug. Their eyes meet, then their gaze drops to their lips. Let's hit the road. Doc laughs. Bailey, what? Doc, slow down. How about this? We'll make you my first project. Project?
Yeah.
Okay, Doc receives a text. They stop short of kissing. He checks his phone. It's a text from Moss. Doc, give me a sec. Okay, Doc heads the back door. EXT, Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar. Night out back of the bar, Doc calls. The phone rings for a few beats. Cut to.
EXT Philadelphia Energy Solutions. Day protesters gather at a parking lot at an office on Passayunk Avenue in South Philadelphia. Jackson leads a group of teenagers. Doc, Desmond Turner, 65, and Marcus Johnson, 31, look on to Jackson as he prepares the kids for AXT, Philadelphia Energy Solutions. A bit later, the kids perform a play in the parking lot. Lead role. You build a chemical plant on land we live on, while you breathe in fresh air somewhere else. Collect your riches from planting artificial seeds that cause my family heartbreak. From cancer, asthma. Doc, Desmond, and Marcus watch the performance as Jackson steps into their huddle.
Hey man, did you lead this?
Jackson, it was a team effort. Philly Thrive has done a lot for these kids and the community. Your community now. You're staying after you build your A-Day and our studio, right? Doc pauses.
I mean, I would love to, man. Jackson takes in a deep breath, nods sarcastically, then shoots Doc a knowing look. Jackson, you and Bailey seem to be hitting it off.
Marcus, so your studio's going up around here?
As part of a deal with the developer, my record label wants me to head an artist development project. Jackson, I brought you here because you need to hear what the community is saying about what happens in their neighborhood. This is South Philly. Mostly black and brown folks live out here, right next to the biggest oil refinery in America that exploded in 2019.
Desmond, so your label made a deal with developers, Jackson. The developers say they want to build a brighter future for the community here. They tore the refinery down, and in place of it they're bringing in big tech companies, a bunch of artificial technology that they say won't poison the community, so they'll be better neighbors in that sense. But we don't really want the tech here either. It's going to cause gentrification. Housing costs are going to skyrocket.
So I had the idea of creating a city-funded artist community. Ran it by my label. They thought an A-Day NDR studio with a community focus was a good look. Protesters applaud the kids as they take a bow. Jackson whistles and Doc, Desmond, and Marcus applaud too.
I Aunt Bailey's apartment. Day Bailey's at her kitchen counter, laptop open. She's dressed, hair and makeup done, her Zoom camera is on. On the laptop, she's in a Zoom meeting with co-workers and they see her don her Apple Vision Pro, Scott the PM, through Zoom. Wow, Bailey, I wish we all had a pair to collaborate. How've they been working out for you? Bailey. Transformative. All co-workers marvel at her headset through Zoom.
East to South Philly. Day Desmond, Jackson, Doc, and Marcus walk along the Navy Yard. Desmond, so what's your new plan and how am I involved? Desmond, you're the mastermind behind those vibrant murals that light up Philly's streets. We want to send a message that this is a community. Jackson. They want to transform the plant into another individualist, capitalistic project. But the people around here need a space that's theirs, and a space that they aren't going to be priced out of. Jackson. Marcus, you're always on top of what's buzzing in the city. You've got the hookups with the coolest venues in town. So here's the thought. We create an artist's haven right by the river. They arrive at a building. Doc, here we are. The group looks up at the vacant building. It's an old structure that looks like it hasn't been touched in years.
INT Bailey's apartment, day through Bailey's Vision Pro. Bailey searches websites glorifying van life, the open road, breathtaking landscapes, forest hideaways. A woman travels solo with a guitar, radiating with the joy of a lone wolf in their element. A couple travel together, looking so in love. Jeremy, OS, through Zoom. Did you hear that Doc Jones was out there protesting? Bailey turns her Zoom camera off, turns to the refrigerator and pulls out a snack. Dustin, through Zoom. Wormworld was approved to build by the city before the city of Philadelphia, or Wormworld followed through with citizens' EJ requests. Jeremy, EJ, Dustin, Environmental Justice.
Bailey closes the fridge door and is face to face with the lease renewal letter.
She pulls the letter from the refrigerator and places it on the counter. She turns her Zoom camera back on and unmutes. Bailey, to Zoom. Morning. I completed a few renderings yesterday. Jackson, conted. Today I'll meet with stakeholders about possibly using our new AI feature for marketing and promotion. Through her Vision Pro, she exits out of her imaginative van life dream and opens her pizza delivery robot animation. INT, house near building. Day. Doc leads the guys into the entrance of a house that looks a little old. Marcus, are you sure we can be in here, Doc? Yeah, the entrance is a little rough right now. They step through the entrance to Doc's rehearsal space. Day. A completely renovated space. Marcus. Oh, okay, Desmond. Nice, Marcus. So your label sent you down here to build another Penn's Landing? So they could slap on your celebrity name? Doc. Something like that, but I don't want to just slap my name to it. I'm trying to rebrand anyway. Jackson. Affordable living for artists who produce at least one project a year. Living arrangements will include whatever their application requests for their specific medium. Studio space, rehearsal space, recording studio. Doc. We'll have it all right there, built into them apartments, tailor-made for artists. Desmond City funded, Jackson. If these artists are bringing that vibe to the neighborhood and drawing in tourists, then the folks living here should live well. And that's gotta come from the city funded. And we want affordable living to spread throughout the area. We start with artists, but the goal is to keep the population living here now in their own neighborhood. Doc opens a window, letting in natural sunlight. In T, Bailey's apartment, day through her Vision Pro, we see through to her living room. Her guitar, now prominent, and her notebook full of writing. Bailey, to Zoom. As far as protests are concerned, I don't know. I've met Doc. Jeremy, no way. Desmond, oh, nice. Bailey, yeah, he's, okay, actually really down to earth. The Zoom meeting erupts with questions and Bailey laughs nervously, blushes. Through her Vision Pro, Bailey resumes a bit of her van life dream to a shopping cart. She hovers over an Amazon Add to Cart button under a picture of a portable power station. Bailey clicks Add to Cart.
Ext Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar, day. Bailey walks down the street towards the shop door. She carries a backpack. A few people recognize her. Bailey braces herself, shrinks at the thought of them gossiping or making fun of her. But when she passes by them, she realizes they're warm, welcoming, and happy to see her. Bailey, to people. Hey, how are you? Bailey walks into the shop, INT, Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar, day. Bailey walks to the back of the bar. Staff restock the coffee bar with items from Denise and Jackson's garden. They clean stations and dishes and write Denise and Jackson's new specials on chalkboard signs. Bailey, to staff. Nia in, staff point to back of house. Inti Pleasance Coffee Shop and Bar, back of house, day. Nia's in her office running numbers. Nia, hey.
Hey! Bailey plops her backpack on the desk and pulls out the portable power station and a hammock. Huh? NIA, what is this? Bailey, I can work from anywhere. What if I went on the road with Doc? NIA, what? Bailey, I've been wanting to get out and explore forever, right? Now I actually have a reason. NIA, Doc's leaving? Bailey, I haven't talked to him about it yet. Nia rolls her eyes. Bailey, but why wouldn't he want to hit the road? It's gonna be good for me, you know? NIA, well, having Doc perform here as a regular, it's been a boon for all of us. Okay, I know, but I'll just talk to him. Is he here? Bailey packs her bag again. NIA, no. Probably rehearsing. Bailey heads back to front of house. NIA, bye.